For the best results in competing, you need two things: commitment and effective training. After 15 years in the health and fitness industry, I really believe there's nothing more important than functional body-weighted training. Controlling your own body weight first is the key to holistic and lifelong strength and mobility. Here are some exercises you can do anywhere that will build strength and mobility. Once you've got control of the movement and body awareness, progressively add weights or increase repetitions as you feel yourself improve and your body strengthen. One of my favourite exercises to strengthen the ankles and improve your balance is the baseball throw. Take your weight onto one leg and pull the opposite arm back like you're about to throw a baseball. Go through the motion, keeping your head up, looking forward. Try and keep your hips stable and even, your lower back straight, and then return to the starting position. Another great strengthening exercise for the ankles is the single calf raise. Standing on a step, cross your opposite leg around the back of that ankle, raising up and down in a full range of motion. When performing a squat, you want to make sure your feet are shoulder width apart and toes turned out. Ideally, you go bum to the ground, letting the knees track out over the toes as you go down. You need to maintain a straight back the whole way down, avoiding any rounding at the bottom of the movement. The step back lunge is a great exercise to strengthen the legs and improve your balance. While keeping the feet shoulder width apart, you step one leg back, dropping that knee down towards the ground at about a 90-degree angle. It's important to keep your back straight and your chest up, keeping most of the weight through the front thigh and glute. Once you can execute the movement with control, you can add some dumbbells. To generate power in your limbs, i.e. your arms and your legs, you need stability through your trunk and spine. The single leg deadlift is a great way to increase the overall balance in the body, connecting the lower body to the upper body through the midsection. To execute the deadlift, you can keep a very slight bend in the knee as you lean your body over with a straight back, counterbalancing with your back leg. You want to keep your hips and pelvis square and keep the front shoulder straight over the hand. When you're feeling confident with this exercise, you can add a dumbbell into that opposite arm. To progress this even further, use a TheraBand attached to something in front of you. The bridge hamstring rollout is a killer workout when it comes to strengthening the hamstrings. You can either use your foam roller or a Swiss ball. Here I place the ball of my feet on the foam roller and raise my hips up into a bridge. I control the rolling out and bring the feet back up while maintaining a straight line from my knees through to my shoulders. I always say to my clients, the wall angel exercise will save your life. This is one of the best exercises you can do for your body. With your back up against the wall, raise your arms straight out to the side with your elbows bent at 90 degrees. You should feel your backside, your upper back and your neck in contact with the wall. Taking your arms from a W position to a Y position above the head, make sure you keep the fingers and the elbows in contact with the wall the whole time. For beginners, I tend not to worry about the lower back coming off the wall. But as you get better, or if you already have good thoracic mobility, try to draw the navel into the spine and push the lower back flat on the wall. You should feel this between the shoulder blades as you extend the arms up, breathing out at the same time. When you get into the deep squat position, you hold it. With your lower back and your thoracic straight, perform a shoulder press movement behind the neck. You really want to focus on pulling the elbows back, squeezing between the shoulder blades, and keeping your chest up without placing too much stress on your neck. If you can't hold a deep squat, then just start with a halfway squat. The key here is keeping a neutral spine. The quality of the movement is so much more important than the quantity of what you can lift. Being able to control your body weight not only through your feet, but also through your hands is another great skill to have. With the hands a few inches from the wall, kick up into a handstand position. The key here is not to make the shoulders do all of the work. We want to activate the muscles between the shoulder blades. To do this, bring your body forward in line with your palms. One of the most functional exercises for strengthening shoulder is what I like to call the en garde exercise, or the sword drawing exercise. Stand on the TheraBand with the opposite foot, with a slight bend at the elbow and your chest and sternum elevated. Go through the motion of drawing your sword, taking the arm up and above the shoulder. Don't think of this as an arm exercise, but think of it more as a scapular exercise. You should feel the muscles at the back of the shoulder blade doing the work. For anyone that does any overhead movements, such as powerlifting or throwing sports, the pike press is my go-to strengthening exercise. From a push-up position, push the hips back up into the air, maintaining a straight line from your shoulders through to your hips. If you have tight hamstrings, you can slightly bend the knees. Lower your body down, bending at the elbows, lower your head to between your hands. As you're pushing up, you should feel the muscles between your shoulder blades activating. If you can only feel your delts and your shoulders, you're not doing the move correctly.